Hello, everybody. My name is Kai Clark, and I'll be reading Sesame Street. What is up in the attic? It was a drizzly gray day on Sesame Street. Ernie listened to the dreary sound of the rain against the window. There's nothing to do, he groaned. Cheer up, Ernie, said Bert. How about a game of Duckyland? It used to be our favorite. Come on, let's go up in the attic and find it. Bert gave Ernie a flashlight, and they climbed up the steep stairs to the attic door. Ho hum, said Ernie, from the window as at the top of the landing. He watched the swollen rain cloud scuttle across the sky. The window let some of the gloomy attic lit up light. The window let some light into the gloomy attic. Bert found a couple of old-fashioned lamps and turned them on. Ernie shined his flashlight around the music attic. Wow, he said, cheering up. There's a lot of great junk up here. Where's Oscar when I need him? Hee hee. Ernie, said Bert, this is not junk. This stuff in the attic is like a scrapbook. It can tell us about our past. Ernie knelt down beside a big old trunk. Look at this, Bert. It's great on Ernie Stein's trunk. It's been everywhere. Here's a sticker of the Eiffel Tower. That's in Paris and France. And here's a sticker showing the Golden State Gate Bridge. That means it's from San Francisco. Wouldn't you like to travel and see the world when you grow up? Bert asked Ernie. I would. Bert pulled a fringed jacket out of the trunk. This trunk is full of family things. This frontier jacket belonged to my grandfather's grandfather, Old Mountain Mike. They said he once wrestled a bear to the ground with his bare hand. He had a coonskip cap, too. Let's look for it. Okay, Bert, said Ernie. A coonskip cap would look pretty neat. We could use it to play cowboy, and it would remind us of the old days, said Bert. I'd look pretty sharp in a coonskip cap. Yes, sirree. Now, where is it? Ernie climbed onto a chair and poked around the top of a wardrobe. Lots of boxes worked there. Bert dug deeper into the trunk. Oh, look what I found, Ernie, cried Bert. Uncle Bart's antique paperclip collection. What's antique? An antique, old buddy? Asked Ernie. It's something very old. Some antiques are special because they are different from the way we use today. And some are special because they belong to someone important. Good old Uncle Bart. He gave me my very first paperclip. Ernie and Bert forgot all about looking for Duckyland. They even forgot about the rain. But Bert did not forget about the coonskip cap. It's gotta be here somewhere, said Bert. Searching in a far corner, Ernie brushed aside some cobwebs and found his old tricycle. It was much too tiny for him now. My, how I've grown, said Ernie, knees all scrunched up as he pedaled his trike. Let's see how fast this baby can go. Stop it, Ernie, yelled Bert as Ernie crashed around the attic at high speed. He knocked past the wardrobe and some hat boxes tumbled onto the floor. Ernie screeched to a halt in front of the dressmaker's dummy. Bert wiped his brow. Phew, he said. Then Bert discovered an old-fashioned record player called Victoriola. He pulled up a record on it and cranked it up and made it go. Nearby, Ernie found a fancy black jacket and a top hat, and he put them on. May I have this dance? He asked the dummy. He waltzed around and around to the Victoria's tinny music as Bert snapped his fingers to the beat. Look, said Bert, it's Dandy and the Rocking Horse. Remember what fun we had riding her when we were little? Bert put on Mountain Mike's jacket. He jumped on the Dandy saddle and began to sing, Home, home on the range, where the deer and the antelope play. Shucks, said Bert. I wish I had that coonskip cap. Ernie slung an old brown rug over his shoulders and lowered behind Bert. Gert, grr, he said. I am a bear. Dare you wrestle me to the ground like old Mountain Mike? Don't be ridiculous, said Bert as he swung down off Dandy. We've got to find that coonskip cap. Then Bert found something very interesting. Oh, my goodness, here is one of Bernice's baby pigeon feathers. I forgot I saved it. And here it is in her baby picture. Wasn't she an adorable chick? All right, look at this, said Ernie. My old marbles. He gathered the marbles and looked around for something to put them in. Then Ernie spotted a furry tail amid the boxes. It was attached to Mountain Mike's coonskip cap. Bert will be so happy, Ernie said to himself as he tossed the marbles onto the cap. Bert was so busy searching that he didn't notice what Ernie was doing. The coonskip cap isn't here anymore, he said with a sigh, taking a last look around the attic. Let's go back downstairs. The sun is coming out anyways. Ernie balanced all his family treasures onto the tricycle basket and rolled over to Bert. Ernie plopped the cat on his head, and the marbles from the hat clattered all over the floor. Ernie, said Bert, you just lost your... Hey, you found it! Mountain Mike's coonskip cap. Sure, Bert, just for you, Ernie, said Ernie, and he gave Burnskip the cap. Ernie, what are you planning to do with all this junk? Asked Bert. This stuff is just what our place needs, said Ernie. A dressmaker's dummy, a tiny tricycle, a top hat, and a fuzzy brown rug. Help me carry a few little things, Bert. So they all carried their attic discoveries down the stairs. This afternoon up in the attic was fun, said Ernie to Bert. I'm glad I thought of it. The end.